Hey people, what's going on? It's Jameel. Okay, so I want to talk a little bit about concepts I have on gang stalking. Now, first things first, wherever you go, if you're being gang stalked, they're gonna lay the pathway out for you. It's gonna be so perfect. Let them take care of it. They know what they're doing. Now, if you're a gang stalker and you haven't gang stalked me, Jameel Rawls, in Northern Shores, Michigan, United States of America, you're not professional at it yet. You're just not there. There's a lot you can learn by observing me. I beat the program. Only person ever beat gang stalking. But okay, so here it is right here. And for the people who want to be gang stalking, that 110%, wherever you go, they're going to provide their thing. They're going to lay their thing out. They're going to have their people already set in the place. Your job, if you want to be gang stalking 110%, which I know anybody watching this can do it, you lay your foundation down. Okay? And first things first, is I just tell them off rip. I just come up to them, let them know how it is with me. I just say, did you know I was famous? I said, today, I was over at a friend's house doing some work. We're building a stone fence by hand, right? And so, one of the girls that lives next to the house, shorter female, kind of sandy blonde hair, white chick. God, why did the gang stalking people, they know, they picked her. Boy, her ass so fucking, excuse my language, but I see her, as soon as I saw her, I'm like, I already know the gang stalking people are going to use her against me. And so, they know, they're at the level, the gang stalking people know I already beat the program. The only thing they can do is use things that are natural to me, my sexual drive. All men, have a sex drive. My sex drive is high. Like, when I turned 25, I slowed down. Before that, I was all over the place. I slowed down. And something happened, like when I went to Phoenix, something happened to me, and just like my sex drive just jumped up, and now I just be out there. I mean, I don't know what's wrong with me, but I just be out there like, you know what I mean? And so I see the girl, and she looks good, right? I mean, she has a boyfriend too, and and so I'm just looking at her, right? And I'm just like, do you know that I'm famous? And so I show up, and she's over there laying down on the ground, got her thighs all spread out, moving around. Then at the same time, there's other gang stalkers coming up and down the street. And so I'm just like, I'm gonna lay the foundation down. It's all about my vibration, right? And so I just go over there, say, I'm famous. She says, what do you mean you're famous? Did a bunch of interviews in Hollywood last year. Ended up offending the powers that be, the secret societies in Hollywood. It became a life or death situation. Whoop, slipped out of that. Became gang stalking for a year. I beat gang stalking. Only person in the world to ever beat gang stalking, Jameel Rawls. And I said, just Google me. Just Google me. You know what I'm saying? And so at that point, she's like, wait a minute. That stuff is real. And I'm like, what do you mean it's real? She's like, that happened to me. I guess something was going on she was living in some other place, and there was something going on with the water, and she started digging and researching on the internet about the city water of the city she was in, and it turned into a thing where the gang stalking people started playing on her phone and following her everywhere, and so she had to leave where she was because she was being gang stalked. And I'm like, you know what I mean? I'm telling her, I'm trying to convince her to get back into the gang stalking program so she can beat it. I'm like, why do you want to be a dropout for and run when you can just beat the program? You know what I'm saying? Jameel Rawls, the only person to ever beat the program. I'm famous. I'm trying to help you beat the program. Don't retreat. Let's beat. You know what I mean? And so if you have any problems or any issues, I'm going to stand in your corner. I'm going to be your backbone. You know what I mean? I'm going to stand there with you solid. We're going to get through this step by step, no matter what. You know what I mean? No matter what. I'm fired up. And she's just like, how did you do it? How did you do it? I'm just like, even in the midst of all my trials and tribulations, all my haters, all my stuff going on, I just stay fired up. I mean, I just look for an opportunity each day. It's what I do with that 24 hours each day that dictated if I was going to beat it or not. That's what happened. It's what I did with that 24 hours of that day. So she's like, she's sitting there just looking at me, you know what I mean? And I'm like, Google my name. Jameel Rawls, Google my name. I said it like 5 times to make sure she could, you know what I mean? So it absorbed into her mind. And then when she walks away, when she first walked towards me, she was walking in a certain way when I first saw her because she had been on one level of the program. Then when she was walking away, I was looking at her and that ass was moving different as she walked away. She felt I could tell she was like she had to go back home. Whoever her boyfriend was, she had to go back home to him, and then she's sitting there, but her walk was different. Her life was changed. You know what I mean? Her life was changed. So she knows if anything ever happens that ever starts up again in her life, if the man she's with can't help her beat it, JAMEEL Rawls is coming through. You know what I mean? And so that's how I lay down the vibration and the foundation. You know what I mean? You lay down the vibration, the foundation. Some see the world circle, some see it square. You know what I mean? I see everything, you know, as we gotta get through that obstacle. We gotta get through that challenge. And so we keep going, you know what I mean? We keep going at that rate. And so, you know, I wanted to start chopping her down, but she had a boyfriend, so I'm a respectful type of person. And so, you know, I really want to tell her, you know, I mean, you need something strong that's going to last long. You need something, you know, you need somebody who can handle whatever you got to bring to the table. You're coming in, talking about people playing on your phone, people following stuff. That's gang stalking. I'm going to help you get through that, no matter what. You know, if you have to leave your home and come to the hotel down the street from where I stay at, you know what I'm saying? You can come down to the Baymont or whatever and sleep over there at the Baymont. You know what I mean? I'll come down there every night, hang out with you and stuff. Like, I live on Mother's Head. I can't bring you home right now. You know, maybe I can sneak you in the window or something at night. You know what I mean? But, you know, if it's that bad of a situation, we'll find a way to get through it. But if they show back up, like that show Polar Guys, where they're back. That's why I say you got to beat the program. They come back. You know the Polar Guys? They're back. They're back. They're back. You know, that's how I feel. They might come back. Don't run from the program. Beat the program. You know what I mean? Be a success story. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna help you get fired up and do it. And so that was one circumstance. That was one circumstance. As soon as I show up, I lay the foundation down. Boom! JAMEEL Rawls, only person ever beat the gang stalking program. Right? Bam! Blessed her. You know what I mean? Just laid it down for her right there and there. Then they got me. The gang stalking people got me, but it was because I was being lazy. There was I was working on the fence, helping him build a stone. My older friend, he's an older guy, but I've been around my whole life, helping him build and stuff. And so, you know what I mean? There were some people across the street, and I could tell they're in on it too. I was just going to go over there and hit him up like I'm famous, blah, blah, blah. But, you know what I mean? I was more excited about the female. And so, it's because I failed. It's because I didn't take that opportunity to do that I missed another opportunity. It was a female who came in, dark skinned. I mean, right now we're over in an area that's kind of like, I live in Norton Shores, Michigan. This is like Muskegon, Michigan. It's not city state. It's not like Chicago or anything like that. But you know, you got that kind of element there. Anyhow, as a female come in, darker skinned black female, fat ass boy. I'm talking fat. And so I'm sitting there and I'm looking at her. I mean, I'm just in the, you know what I mean? I'm like that. You know what I mean? And so I'm like, oh man, I gotta connect with this entity. You know what I mean? And so I'm watching her walk around, and now they got her under the thing. Her job is just to walk around and stick her ass out. So I'll get to the point to where I want to holler at her, and then it's going to be a thing where they're going to try to make it look like she can't talk. See, the gang stalk. See, it used to be cars on the corner. It used to be me living in my mother's house, scared to come out of the house for a month, and cars on the corner. Now it's that ass. So I don't know what I'm. The last. It's a job. It's a heavy job. That trying to. That's what they do. That people. Okay, if you're in the gang stalking thing and you don't know what I'm talking about, that's the last thing they got on me is that ass. They put that ass down there and I can't. You know what I mean? That's the only thing. What am I gonna do? Not want that ass? Like, you know, I don't care about the helicopters. I don't care about all that other stuff. I'm talking about that ass. I want to talk to her. I want to experience that ass. You know what I mean? And so when she's down there hanging out, so this is the type of stuff I'm going through now. It's a hard work. It's hard work. And so right now, my life has changed completely. And so I'm just pumping people up. But I talked, you know, I immediately when I was coming back home. When I was coming back home, it was some younger guys. I live right down the street from a movie theater, right here, Cinema Carousel Theater, and there's a couple younger guys out there playing with the putting the words up on there and stuff like that. They work in the movie theater. You know what I'm saying? I know they put those guys out there as part of the gang stalking program. And people hearing this are going to think I'm imagining it. I don't know where they get the funding to do this sort of stuff. Honestly, I don't. I know I pissed off the real people. I didn't piss off a city government or piss off, Pepsi or Coca-Cola or something or protest. I mean, I pissed off the real peoples. You know what I mean? I went in there for real, I came in there, I caused some real trouble. And so I can see why they would have the funding on me like that. But for somebody else, I don't know. I think my case is probably the most extreme gang stalking, or one of the most extreme cases. Anyhow, so I pull up, I let them know my name is JAMEEL RAWLS, the only person ever beat the gang stalking program. And I tell them all about my life, tell them about how I went to Hollywood, how I did the interviews, how now I'm out here, I'm teaching people, I'm setting up classes for people, helping people to achieve their success, to beat the program 110%, no matter what. You know what I mean? I'm that no matter what type of person. And so they're like, oh yeah, for real? I'm like, yeah, man, I live right down the street. JAMEEL RAWLS, Google me. Right now, Google me. You know what I mean? And you can see, and I should have shown them my phone. I should have shown them my interviews and stuff like that. I got all kinds of interviews and stuff like that. But it's not about the interviews. That part of my life is over with. What it's about is helping you realize when you hear about Martin Lawrence running down the street with a gun saying they're trying to kill him, that's gang stalking. It happens all the time in Hollywood. It happens to people who are homeless. There's people probably in mental wards and homeless that are being gang stalked, still getting gang stalked. And I'm out there to help all of them. And so that's laying down the foundation. Now, I laid down the foundation right there with those two young men in front of the movie theater. You know what I mean? Just to let them know just so my vibration, you know what I mean? I'm on fire, man. I'm on fire. That opportunity. Stay pumped up. Stay on fire. You know what I mean? In the middle of the trials and tribulations. The biggest trial and tribulation day is that ass. You know what I mean? And so, I let them know I'm the only person that beat gang stalking, yada. And we just go through it like that. A constant success story. A constant success story. And, it is what it is, man. It's like wherever I go, I let people know. If I go Meyer 50 acres, Meyer right now, I'm going to go in there and I'm going to let the manager running the place know I beat gang stalking. I'm going to let them know my name, how they can Google me. I'm going to let them know why I'm telling them that. If you get a call from the corporate management telling you to watch me, it's because I beat the gang stalking program. Only person who ever did it. And then if I see anybody else working at a store around me, I'm telling them the same thing. Giving them my flyers. I see people in the store just like I'm telling them too. See what I'm saying? We're laying down the foundation. So when you come around, they can still part. I mean, how am I being stalked and I'm out there promoting my life? I didn't read this in a book. This is my life. This is my life. This isn't just something in a book. So that's the whole thing about it. You know what I mean? And so if you're being gang stalked, right now you have to contact me. You have to email me. We'll switch numbers. I'll call you. You know what I mean? We'll get to talking. If you live near me, and I live in Northern Shores, Michigan, United States of America, you can come to me. If you can't come to me and you live far, put some money on the floor, I'll come to you. If you come to me, it's free. You know what I mean? And so, I don't know how serious your situation is. You might be one of those people who just can't get sleep at night. You're damn near hiding inside the closet or something. You contact me, I come through there, I'm pumped. We're going to turn it up. We're going to turn it up no matter what. No matter what entity, we're going to turn up 500 degrees. And we're going to get you through it. And I talked to the gang stalkers. Like I walked in the gas station earlier. They had some chick in there, man. She was fine, man. I walk up to her. I'm just like, wow. She was looking at the ice cream box. I'm just like, yeah, you want to just jump in there, don't you? You look so cool and nice in there. She starts giggling. She's like, yeah. I'm like, you're too hot. You might melt all that ice cream and ice. You know what I'm saying? I just start talking to them. You know what I mean? I want to be connected. I want them to know who I am. Then I tell her. Then after I say all that, she's all smiling and stuff like that. And I say, yeah, I'm JAMEEL RAWLS. I'm famous. I'm the only person ever beat the gang stalking program. I'm all whispering, all calm and stuff like that. We're in the store. I know who I know, I could tell by the way she was smiling and she was laughing when I was talking to her. She knew exactly she might not know who I was, but she knew I was the person she was supposed to be there for. See what I'm saying? So I'm promoting, I'm letting her know it's okay to contact me. You don't gotta be afraid of me because somebody, how much do they give you? How much did they give you? Our connection is stronger than some money. I will change your life forever right now. Right now. You got greatness within you. I'm pumped. I'll change your life forever. You never, ever, ever have to go back to anything else unless you want to. You can have infinite glory right now. I'll make you famous. You know what I mean? That's where I'm coming from. What's that guy going to do for you? You know, you got 3 kids. You got a husband. You know what I mean? You're tired of life. You're tired of these situations. It's beyond gang stalking. You might want to continue to gang stalk. That's okay, but there's going to be some more opportunities and some better things in your life ahead, and eventually you'll want to let it go. You know what I mean? So that's where I'm coming from. I'm laying down the foundation. You know what I mean? And so that's permanent. I let females know you have greatness within you. The gang stalkers, and that's permanent. The glory that I come with, the fame that I come with, is permanent. Practice doesn't make perfect. Practice makes permanent. This is permanent. You know what I mean? When I walk down the street and lay down the foundation, that's permanent. That's a permanent foundation. When I come back out tomorrow, it's going to be 10 times stronger. I hopped in a taxi cab today. Today they had a taxi cab pull up my house. The guy, he might be watching it. Hey, watching this. What's up, man? I gave him my Google and all my YouTube stuff. But he pulls up, flashes the lights one time. I'm like, as soon as I see that, I'm like, I will not allow this entity to choose some flashy lights over all my glory. And so I see him in the cab. I just jump in the cab. Bam! What's up, dog? Cash him out real quick. No, we go to the Shell gas station, go to the ATM, go in there, get the money. And the whole time I'm sitting there talking about, the whole time this is happening, I'm sitting there telling them about my journey, telling them about my glory. Like, yeah, I went down. Next thing you know, we're sitting there just talking about everything. Just talking about how stuff like that happens, why, you know what I mean? Next thing you know, he's all laughing and stuff. As soon as he dropped me off, and he rolled back again. So he was on. The gangster, but he's doing all that. But at the same time, he's gonna be watching my interviews. He's gonna be like, oh man, that's the dude who beat gang stalking. That's the guy who beat gang stalking. He's gonna go type all the gang stalking stuff in on the news and the internet he can see, and he's like, I met the guy who beat the program. Who beat it? That stuff is nothing. That stuff is nothing. Some sunglasses, that's nothing. Somebody walking around wearing some sunglasses and stuff like that. The last thing they got, the only thing about the gang stalker program that truly excites me is that ass they put out there. When they put those females out there, they say they're not going to talk. I'm taking one of them home. You keep putting them out there. They're coming right back here over my mother's house. I'll tell you what, that ass is coming over. It will be over here. I don't care, watch. So one of them are coming home. Maybe tomorrow night. I'm going to bring one of them home. I'm going to bring them in here and put them on here on YouTube and have them tell about my glory and my story. And she was sitting there talking, yeah, they paid me $40 to follow JAMEEL. And then I learned about him being famous, and then his story lit a fire for my story. You know what I mean? That's how I'm coming into it. You know what I mean? JAMEEL Rawls is the only person I ever beat gang stalking.